Alright, here we go. About to start some NHL23. I made an office team, Dunder Mifflin. If anybody is a fan of The Office, I made a team. So, as I'm making, I wanted to play at least the last preseason game, just to kind of show you guys the players and everything. And we got Michael Scott taking the face off. Obviously, he's the captain. I try to do the best what I can with the faces, the names. Looked up every single name on The Office just to make this team. Yeah, after I was doing this, I even did Sim for a while, and it was crazy because like almost every other game, I got a player saying, "Oh, I'm not getting enough ice time. I need some more ice time." It's like you give them ice time and then they get injured. It's constant battle between injury and ice time, and it's constant bitching. And we started off kind of slow in this one. I made a couple mistakes. It, I mean, we blew them out, but they got a couple goals in the first period. Oh, we had a few good chances. I just messed them up. Like this, they dumped the puck, which I don't do. I don't dump the puck. I don't dump and chase. I go fully in. Of course, I made a dumb pass right here, thinking that I had it. And then here we go. Dubois, he scores. Well, the best player on Winnipeg. At least I think he is. Yeah, here we go again. I believe I did catch up to him. I was trying to make a video on here, and it finally got the camera working. It just took forever. I had to look on videos just to figure out how to do it on a PS5. And I finally found one, but you have to get this share factory, and then here we go. Andy Bernard, he scores a goal, and all the players either have Easton Synergy hockey sticks or wood sticks. And then I added in like weird helmets, like the old helmets, like, how Wayne Gretzky wore that Jaffa, and I believe Mario Lemieux wore Jaffa back in the day. I was trying to make it as realistic as I could, like with the names and the faces. I even have Meredith Palmer on the team. I had Pam Beasley. I didn't care if they're a man or a woman. They're playing on my team. And see, you had another good chance there. Still messed it up. I kind of feel bad for the goalie because he took a lot of shots. I was relentless with the settings. Like, I did their attributes pretty high. And I just want to make them the best team. I want to see if they can win Stanley Cup in the first year. I had made two parts of this video because every time I would start sim, player gets injured either on my minor league. Minor league, it was constantly injuries. It was an injury every game. I would get them in, but they would complain about ice time. I need more ice time. So you do that, and then here comes the pro that got injured or whatever. It sucked so bad. It took forever. It took over an hour to sim the whole season. I figured I'd just play at least one game, which I was just trying to get people to see all the names. See Daryl Philbin, he scores. Yeah, a rocket of a shot. And then with their X Factors, I made them all X Factors. Just different types of X Factors. I was seeing all the ridiculous ones they had out there. And it was pretty cool. It took a long time to make this team. because you can't just put Scranton. You have to put Wilts Booth Scranton or Wilts Bear Scranton, and it was kind of hard. So I put DMO, which is Dunder Mifflin Office. That's really all I could think of. And then Mary Palmer scores her first goal. It was really fun making this team. I thought it was interesting. I see a whole bunch of people making weird players like Happy Gilmore. I thought that was pretty funny. And I think I've seen a superhero one. But I play this game all the time. I never thought I could record it and then make the team. And I was trying to make them as best as I could and try to make them the best team. So the team is rated 100% through everything. Not every player has 99 overall though. There's a few that have high 80s, low 90s. I want to make somewhat believable, but I also wanted to be the best team. I believe we ended this season with 66 wins. It was crazy how good they did, which obviously, you're having all these stars on your team. You're probably going to win everything, but we had some weird losses to some weird teams. I believe we lost to the Arizona Coyotes a couple times. And I don't know how many teams actually lose to Arizona. Not too many. They have a pretty good team. They got Clayton Keller. They got quite a few good players. Every time they get a good player, like when they had Taylor Hall and Phil Kessel, I thought they were going to playoffs, and they did not. They did very poorly. And I didn't want to put any actual pros on this team just for a simple fact is I'm trying to make it the office. Not I put all the pros that I do have were from the free agents, and they're pretty awful. I was trying to get bad bad rating players is how I put it. Young bad rating players, just to see how they would do. And it was too many injuries. It seems like if I put the lower rating guys in, they actually did a lot better. Like I had Danny Kessler, and he got hurt every game I played him. Every single game. He would be out for 4 games, he'd come back, get injured, be out for another 4 games. Then I would put him back when he came back, and then he'd get hurt that game. So I just, and then he came back for the playoffs. First game, out. And he was out for 2 games, and then I put him in, and then he gets hurt again. And by the time I finished the season, I just dropped him because there was no point. And then when the draft came, I just kind of got a whole bunch of rookies on there now. I signed them all. Then I went to free agents. Picked up some decent free agents, but they're going to stay in the minors. But I also got Connor Bedard. I didn't win him in the lottery draft. And there we go, Roy Anderson scores. I didn't get him in that. I waited till the draft was over, and then I traded for him because I really want Connor Bedard on the team. But obviously, I'm only going to do the 1 season of simulation and show you guys the office. Only because the simple fact is I want to see how long it would take a 100% team to win the Stanley Cup of the office. And it only took 1 season. The first 2 series, I believe it was 5 games, 6 game. And then after that, it became I was sweeping teams, and then in the Stanley Cup, I swept the New York Rangers, kicked their ass pretty bad. And then I was gonna just sim the game and then show the end of it, show the end of the game after we won, but I hit the wrong button and I accidentally hit sim instead of getting into the game and watching it. And of course, you can't go back once you do it. So I kind of ruined that. But they won the Stanley Cup regardless. Michael Scott had the most points. He had, I believe, 98 points, which that was not beating Connor McDavid at all. Connor McDavid, he won he won the most points, most goals, I believe. Oh no, he got the most points, but I think Michael, he got the most goals. And then I put Dwight Schrute and Jim Halpert on the same line. I made Michael number one because, you know, he was the manager. And here we go. Oh, and then Creed Bratton. If anybody watches The Office, he's the creepy guy. I made him one of the goalies, and then Kevin Malone the other goalie because he's so big. And here we go with the second period coming up. And as you see, it's 4-2. We are just sweeping them. But they only got 3 shots on net and already made 2 goals. That's pretty bad. I never seen a goalie do that bad. His first 2 shots, he let in both goals. That was Creed that was in for the preseason. And I switched to Kevin quite a few times. Every time I would have to talk to these players, oh, I need more ice time, I would switch up the lines, and then I would switch up the goalies. I always put Kevin in every time I do that, but for some reason, I think the computer just automatically put Creed in because he was a 99 overall. But to me, Kevin, he was a lower rating, but he honestly did better. He had a better goal against, and then Michael almost gets the goal right there. Dwight Schrute with the wood stick. Look at that guy. He's a beast. Anybody that has a wood stick, you don't want to mess with. Because if they can score with the wood stick nowadays, they're dangerous. Another good chance, and didn't make it. And then I put Dwight's cousin on there, Zeke. Made him really, really tall, and just a big guy. I put Robert California on there, David Wallace. A lot of people on The Office is on there. Kelly Kapoor and Gabe Lewis, they're both in the minors. Just because I didn't have enough room for them. And our minor league team is the Tucson Roadrunners, I believe. Which I don't understand why I couldn't just make up a minor team and make up their name. I don't know, maybe the Baby Dunder Mifflins or something. I don't know, something stupid like that. And Creed actually makes a save. What a surprise. That's how I don't understand. Like, a 99 overall goalie is doing so poorly, but I could put in a shitty goalie and probably do way better. And then Oscar Martinez, I put him on defense. I believe this is... No, we didn't do a fight there, which was surprising. Oh, there we go. Got a fight. And not my player down, not their player down. We're getting a fight. Robert California going after Dylan. And look at him go. Is he gonna win? I don't think so. Oh, and Robert California takes it. The weird guy that became manager after Michael left. Always make you feel uncomfortable. Very awkward. Yeah, I can't smoke in the house, if anybody's wondering. I had to smoke a vape in the house, which sucks. And I'm drinking Red Bull and Celsius energy drinks. I was really hoping to do all this last night. Wasn't able to because it took forever. Just wondering if they could, if I could turn off morals, because at the off season, there's a lot of people I was trying to sign, and some of them said because the team's chemistry is so bad, they don't want to play for me. But then they're like, well, if you have some more dollars on there, I'll play. Yeah, I'm not doing that. You're not going to extort me. Like, I hate when players do that. Very annoying. And I don't understand these salary caps. Like, you got these all-stars making 15, 16 million a year for 5 years. But if I try to do that, oh, you already surpassed your budget of let's just say 90 million. But the salary cap is also based on scouts, coaching, and players. So why is it? I don't understand why it's like that. It makes no sense. The salary cap should just be for the players, not 90 mil total for all your contracts. Like it should be, I don't know, maybe 50 million a year total. I think it should be. Hockey's the most underpaid sport. It's the best sport, I think, in the world. And Michael's just got another goal. Gets a nice 1-T just at a weird angle. I can't even believe I got that one, but did anyways. I'm not the best deeper. You can see I lost a lot. I turned the puck over a lot. And then I make stupid passes like this. Here, Michael on a breakaway. And he does not score. Which I thought of. Oh, there you go, Andy Bernard. He's got 2. Yeah, Andy popped up a lot on the morals. I kept asking for more ice time, which he was getting, I think, 17 minutes a game. Which, actually, it was pretty fair. I was trying to keep everybody at least about that for everybody. But you can't predict the power play nor penalty kill. And then we got another one. David Wallace. His first goal in the preseason. What a nice goal. Just tearing it up. Yeah, so I was trying to make it fair, and Andy would pop up almost every time. And it was driving me nuts. And you're going to see later in the video how many times it happened. It was just crazy. I was hoping they would stop, or at least slow down, but it was like every time I simulated 2 games, I had to go back, talk to him, and then here comes the injury, because it's like I would give him, and then right there, I did a purpose offside. I just wanted to stop the play, so I could change the lineup a little bit. The only person that really didn't complain was like Dwight Schrute, Michael, and Jim. Those 3 never complained. And Dwight got hurt at least once, and he was out for a few games. But then when he came back, he was second with most points. And if I would have played Pam Beasley the whole season, which I didn't, she was surprising. She was a 4th with all points in my team, and she only played like 61 games. So if I would have played her for at least 80 games, I believe she would have had the most points. I made her like pretty much the same height and weight, body type as she is in real life. So it's like I kind of figured I was going to have a lot of injuries. Which I don't like turning the injuries off because I want to make it more realistic. obviously I'm changing lines up, trying to get the fourth line out there more. But I highly doubt my computer is doing that when I'm simming the games. Which, I mean, I understand your first two lines are killing it. Your third and fourth is not going to get that many minutes. Because I put Trevor on here. He was Dwight's little slacky in the office, and I didn't know his last name, so I put Trevor. I even looked at the cast and crew, and they didn't have a last name. And here we go. Kyle Connor, another great player from Winnipeg. What a nice tip. But of course, Creed can't stop a fucking puck, can't even stop a beach ball from going in. But once I put Kevin Malone in, man, he kills it. Which I didn't put him in this game. I probably should have switched out the goalies after that goal. Just because Creed he was doing terrible, and the defense was doing great. As you see, they didn't get that many shots. I think by the end of the game, it was maybe 8 or 9 shots they got, and we had like 50 or 60 shots. I just kept going as hard as I could, and none of my players got injured, which is weird, because the simulation, it's like, they were getting hurt all the time. I put Ryan Howard on here. I believe I traded him for Connor Bedard after the draft was over, just because I wanted this guy so bad on my team. Oh, nice deke there, and nothing. Trevor, he cannot. And then I shot the puck after a whistle. I thought I was honestly going to get a penalty. 42-7 on shots, just killing them. Oh, I feel so bad for their goalie. Really do. He wasn't actually a bad goalie. They pulled him. I think home was the first one, and then we beat out the icing right there. My guys are super fast. Try to make Michael Scott have 99 overall on pretty much everything. His X factors, he's got ankle breaker, he's got a whole bunch of deking ones, hands, speed burst, all that. He's just super fast and super great with his hands and controlling the puck. Great shot as well. That's why he was captain. Well, that, and he was captain in the office as well. And there we go, Dwight Schrute. And he has the high kick as his goal celebration. I was trying to make his as ridiculous as I could, and that one, when I seen it, so that's something Dwight would do in real life. I made him number 2 because he's always up Michael's ass. I believe I made Jim, I think he's number 23 because of Jordan, obviously, and this sports guy, he's mostly basketball through the whole Office series. Alright, here we go with another face-off. See if we're going to win it. We did pretty good on face-offs. I think we got 90%. And I'm not the best with face-offs. I try to win every single one. And obviously, that's not going to happen unless you're just constantly... Oh, and then they weighed this goal off. They said it was goalie interference. And I was, what the fuck, man? Bullshit. They don't actually review these no goals. And I wish they would have, like, a challenge, like, in real life, how the coach can challenge a goal, whatever. They don't do that here. I don't understand why EA didn't do that. They should have did warm-ups. Beginning of the game, do warm-up. And then be in pro mode. They should have did something like with the practice mode or something. And they did not deliver. There's so many options they could have done. I mean, it's a better game now because, like, it's a little bit more realistic. Like, when you know how you get knocked off the puck, you're going in, and you get bumped from the back. The old EA, you just lose puck. With this one, it's like you get a second chance. It's either you're gonna pass it or make a ridiculous, goal like Ovi does. Like in the beginning of his career, he was on his back, and I don't know how he twisted around and got that. It's just crazy. Alright, here we go with another face-off. And we win that one. And Trevor can't get a goal out here. He had plenty of chances. Giving the puck a whole bunch, and he just can't finish. This guy, he was always complaining about ice time. He was getting 15 minutes every game. Well, that's not enough. And you put him out a little bit more, yeah, look what happens. His ass got hurt. But he can't finish. I mean, his stats were pretty decent. I mean, but he would always bitch and moan about his ice time. So don't bitch that you're going to get hurt if I give you more ice time. It's just terrible. And we're in the third period now. 10 minutes to go. I think I did 5-minute periods or 4-minute periods. I mean, don't really remember. Yeah, but their goalie was actually doing pretty decent. It's just, when you got a stat team like this, I mean, this is obviously a cheater team. And I'm trying to change the line here. I don't like how they I almost got that tip goal, a diving goal. I mean, I've done that. I actually got those goals before. I did the bad pass. And here you go, icing. Even though I won the race. Oh, 25-12. So yeah, we're kicking their ass in face-offs. Obviously, we're doing better in the shots. I'm pretty sure at this point we're at 50. And we're just not letting up. Just going around them. And here we go, Jake Palmer, Meredith Palmer's son. They became a stripper. And I made him really young. I think I only made him like 17 or 18. So I put that. I wanted to see all the helmet types. And I'm glad they had Eastern Synergy because I thought that was great. And then every single player on my team, their skates have that shield on it. So they would never hurt their foot, or if they took a bad shot block, the foot wouldn't break. Just trying to give them somewhat of an advantage, because it really could save your foot. And here we go. Oh, we score again. Jake Palmer, he's got 2. And a celebration. Very nice. Oh, look at that Moose. He's crying like a little bitch. Here we go, boys. Yeah, it was just hard to make the numbers too. Trying to make it, I don't know. I try to remember the numbers too before I put them out there. But I just knew 3 players that I want specific, or 4 players. I mean, Kevin Malone, number 69, because he made a comment on the office. He's always a dirty-minded guy, so I made him number 69 as a goalie. Michael, I always pictured him as number 1. Because he always thinks he's the world's best boss. Dwight Asksisser, number 2. He's the assistant to the assistant regional manager. Then Jim, just an all-star guy. Everybody wants to be him. So obviously the GOAT, which is Jordan, you gotta make him that number. Everybody else, it was kind of just random numbers. I believe I had 2 fights in this game. I think I lost the second one. Won the first. See, 54-8. Just killing on shots. Because I don't do that dump and chase shit. I think that's a cop out. Is it, why not just skate it in? Like, and here we go. David Wallace. What a goal. Oh man, that Moose is about to take off his head and go home. He already knows it's over. We only got 3 minutes left. What are we gonna do? Oh, Andy Bernard. Oh, yeah, and I made Broccoli Rob. If anybody remembers Broccoli Rob, he was Andy Bernard's kind of friend, but also adversary. Also, like, it was 2 names I was going to do with Andy Bernard. It is between his real name and then Boner Champ. But obviously they don't have Boner Champ as a play-by-play name, which would have been awesome. I think he's... Oh, there we go. He's got a Hattie. Andy just killing it. I probably should have put him... I think I did put him on the second line, but I think I should have gave him more ice time. But he... Small guy, so... He got hurt real quick. Alright, here we go. Well, I remember playing NHL23, or NHL03, my bad, 20 years ago. Anybody remember the breakout fucking spotlight? I thought that was amazing. That was great. You're going on a breakaway, and then the closer, like right after you hit the blue line, the spotlight comes on, and it's like slow motion, and then you can... It's kind of like in real life. Like, you feel like you're in slow motion when you're on a breakaway. So it's like your heart, slows down and everything. You see everything that's going on. And here's a nice check. Wondering why they gave that up after 03. I thought that was a great idea. They should have kept it. Oh, he can't even get a shot. Oh, look at that defense. Look at that. Oh my god, he's skating around everybody, and the game's over. We win. 57-8 shots, 35-8 on hits. We had a shorthanded goal, power play goal. I mean, our pass percentage, because I take a lot of chances, so it's going to be low. Theirs is 90%. Usually when I play a team, they have like 95% passing percentage, which in real life, it doesn't happen. It's maybe a 60 to 70% average. And then here we go. Mr. Dunder. I think I put his name as Mifflin Dunder. And then here we go. I'm going to sim up to this game. And then I just start simming everything I could. Anything and everything. And you're about to see what happens when you don't take off injuries. And here we go. Oh, more sim. That's me for waivers and shit. Scouts, blah blah blah, and I go to it like a dumbass, and I mean, they're already trying to draft everybody. I mean, we have enough money to do that, because when you're creating these players, you can, like, I made their years pretty high, and then I made their salary really low. So it's like they would sign for $800,000 for 8 years. Just a ridiculous amount, but I made them either a franchise player or I made them an elite player. So I was just trying to make it to where it's like, okay, after this season, hopefully they win that, Stanley Cup, which obviously they did. I was honestly surprised. I don't know why I'm going through this scout shit. It doesn't fucking matter, because my team was number 1 overall, and we weren't getting any good picks. I mean, we picked up a good goalie, but his rating was really low. Obviously, you're not going to get Connor Bedard if you're number 1 and win the Stanley Cup. Which I think it was last year or year before, they actually put a playoff contender on the lottery draft, which made no sense. It's like they already have a good enough team. Why are they in the lottery draft? The lottery draft should be the last 10 teams. but I think the last 3 teams, one of those 3 is getting number 1 overall. So that should be a different type of lottery draft. So I think the first 3 worst teams should be in a draft itself, like between 1 and 3. So okay, so the 3rd worst team could have had the first pick overall, and then the last place could have the 2nd or 3rd, and so on and so forth. Then after they figure out the first 3 picks, after that, then they can put in the last of the 10 worst teams back in that little fucking bubble, and they can pick the balls from there and then go from there. But I don't like how they do the lottery draft. It's just terrible, because a lot of people get screwed. Like, look at Arizona. I mean, they have been getting shitty picks. And Detroit, they can't get out of the 6th or 7th pick. And Stevie Y, man, he's trying to build this team, and before he even became the GM, they were talking about doing, kind of just doing pretty much a whole new team, like a rebuild. And the former GM didn't want to do that, which is stupid. You should have started doing that a lot earlier, because you're going from a top 10 team to a bottom 3 team. Detroit has not been doing, even though they had the players. They got rid of their coach, Blashill, and he made some bad plays, man. He wasn't putting the right guys together. And when I went to Little Caesars Arena the first time last year, which I'm going again this year, see my favorite team, the Penguins, play. Penguins, man, just kicked their ass, and they weren't even trying. They got a shorthanded goal, power play goal. And my buddy, he's a diehard Red Wings fan, and for living in Michigan, you're supposed to be rooting for Detroit because it's hockey town. But I love the Red Wings, but Pittsburgh, because you had Mario Lemieux, you had Jaromir Jagr, you had all these great players. I mean, they were an underdog team. No one counts them in. And here we go with the sim. Oh, yeah, there's 2 solid road runners. They started winning and losing. It's like the only time we were losing was hey, here we go. Toby, he's the first one, man. He is so fucking annoying. He was just like being in the office. You know how everybody was, Toby, or it's always Toby's fault. He never shuts up with this shit. Oh, I kept bullshitting. I was like, oh yeah, I'll get you more ice time, blah blah blah. And then I benched his ass. Not after this, but it was like after a couple times, man. It got really fucking annoying. Really annoying.
What are you doing?
Sorry, I got text. So it's like when you're constantly telling your GM or your coach, give me more ice time now, it's like you're not even producing. And then Roy Anderson, this fucker, he was not producing at all, because I was looking at his stats and he was just not doing well. I would give him the ice time because he's a big guy and he's a sniper. He just wasn't performing at all. You see how our Rainies went down? I said, yeah, we got 4 wins, 0 loss, but 2 overtime. It was like the only time we were losing was in overtime for a while. See, I'm going over here to try to edit. You got Michael Scott 99, Halper 98, 96 to White. And then I scratch Angela Martin, even though she was doing pretty well. I added, I think I put in, see, I got Stanley Hudson, See, I put in Pam. I think, or no, Toby. Yeah, I put in Toby just to shut his ass up. And I don't like how they do the new edit lines because how they're set up. You know, you got center all the way over here, and then defenseman's all over the place. I like how the old style was set up because it'd just be like a fucking box. It would show you in the three lines. All right, this is your center, left wing, right wing, and then your two defensemen. It was simple. And then now they have you edit the strategies. It's really annoying because it takes a long fucking time. Oh man, I really wish they would kind of go back to simplicity of it. I just don't like this. It takes too long, and a lot of these players they get butthurt for no reason. And I'd even have defensemen on the shootout just to see how they would do. I don't know how many. If we didn't have that many shootouts, if we did go to overtime, it was 50-50 if we were going. See, I put Kevin Malone in, and then Creed. I didn't really know his age, so I just put him at a young age. There's some players that are, like, after this season, Michael regressed. Even though he had a great year, he regressed to 96, I believe. Which I don't understand how that happened. Which, I mean, I kind of put him at an older age. So I guess his age is really catching up. See, look, Creed Branton, 90%, and then you have, they only played Kevin once, and he had a 95%. He's a great goalie. I mean, obviously because he's a creative player, but he was still better. I'm looking at the points. In 6 games, 13 points with Michael. Shit is bananas. Alright. And I'm going to try to simulate even more, and then as soon as I get started, right there, even though he wasn't bitching, he was thanking me, but he didn't do shit. Yeah, I hope people are trying this new Celsius energy drink. It's 0 sugar, but it has a lot of flavor. Really good. Pepsi bought it, I believe in the summer from Bud Light. Yeah, they bought it from Bud Light, and ever since then, man, because we have it in our vending machines at work, and it's so good. I get it every day, but obviously my go-to is Red Bull. I start out with the Red Bull in the morning, and then by the time I get on the road, because I'm a driver, I'll make sure I eat something, like something small, like some crackers or a banana, something. So you gotta put something in your belly. And here we go, Ryan Howard. He started bitching about ice time. So anyways, I put something in my belly because this is really good for your metabolism. And no, Celsius is not sponsoring this video. I'm doing this all with my own money. I just love this product so much. And if you go to 7-Eleven, if you have a 7-Eleven, it's 3 for $6. So it's not a bad deal. Even with the economy as shitty as it is right now, and nobody wants to go to work. You see how I'm changing up the lines? It's still a great deal for what you're getting. It looks just like a Red Bull can. Same size and everything. But Celsius is probably, it is a lot better for you. It doesn't have all these additives. It's really, and it's only got 10 calories onto it. But they do have a warning on here. Be 18 years old, which I don't understand because it's 0 sugar. It should be for everybody. I don't want to say for everybody, but I think the kids would benefit when I have to put energy drinks in the machine to have this versus putting Kickstart in. Kickstart is pretty good, but it's a smaller can. Well, it's a 12-ounce can, but it's just smaller. It's slimmer than this. I had to put that in, and it's got a lot of bad shit in there. It's really not good for the kids. I'd rather put the Celsius in, but they told me I can't because for some reason the schools are not allowing it, which makes no sense because it's a sparkling water, which I hate sparkling water, but it doesn't taste like ass. I had to try it when it came out. It's got a lot of good flavor. It got a great smell. It doesn't have a burning like most seltzer waters. And see, every time. But I recommend no more than 2 Celsius a day. But you have to eat on something because if you don't, it's gonna really hurt your stomach. Because it helps with your metabolism. There's nothing in your stomach to metabolize. It'll hurt. So anyways, see, I keep talking. See, Pam Beasley, she wants to talk about ice, and she gained 0 minutes, which I probably should have started her just to see how she was going to do in the preseason. But because I only played like 3 games in preseason, I forgot to edit the lines. And then Angela was bitching about it, and I persuaded her to be a team player, and then she was like, whatever you need. Yeah, I love that. I wish all players were like that. It's like, I can't give you all the ice time because it's either you're not popping or you're prone to injury. A lot of these people are prone to injury. Alright, so I'm going to sit, I believe Jake, I'm going to sit him, or shit, I forgot. Oh no, I took out Toby. I scratched his ass because he wasn't doing shit. And just like in the show, he was just such a little bitch. Alright, Pam, let's see what you're gonna do. And put you on a couple lines, and she does really well. I was glad that I made that change. Because I don't think she ever got hurt in the season. She's a small player. And her rating is lower than others. I think she's one of the lowest that I had rated. Toby was actually rated higher, but she did better overall. I mean, women aren't no joke, man. They can play. I seen girls play. They're really good. They're quick. They're agile. They have really good hands. Alright, here we go. Start simming again. Let's see how long this takes. Oh, yep. Injury. It's constantly injuries. See, I got Kelly Kapoor. She did really well in the minors. I just kept her down there to kind of get the minor league a good shot. See, Danny Kessler, he didn't do shit, man. Such a fucking baby. And I put him on a lot of lines just to get him some more time. I was hoping he'd do something. Kempty, he did really well, and he was on a lot of lines. I think he only got hurt once. And after that, man, he just took off. He did really well. And honestly, Danny should have did a lot better than what he did. I mean, you're on like 8 different lines and you ain't doing shit. See, my goalies, really young players, kind of giving them a chance. It's like they've been sitting in free agency for a while. And I was just, with all these players, I was just trying to persuade them to be a team player. So you don't need no more minutes. Be a team player. Let's win this. Here we go. Sim, Toby, yep, he's already bitching. Oh, here's another fucking injury. Big fucking whoop the goddamn do. See, Gabe Lewis is out there with Kelly. I was trying to make those two work together, and they did really well. which I thought Pam would be in the minors because she was a lower rating, but the computer automatically put Kelly down there. I honestly probably should have played them more, but I kind of wanted to get the people that were in, free agent for a while down in there and just get them playing. He did very well. Young player, Deanon, he did very well. I had no complaints with him. This fucking guy right here, Michael Carcoon, he got hurt too many times. I don't get it. It's like, okay, you'd think by putting a higher rating player in, just high 70s, mid 70s in there, it would, it would increase your chances of winning. But obviously, it doesn't really fucking matter because they keep getting fucking hurt. And then I had to edit lines again. They're saying, right, I had enough people, but it was actually the Roadrunners. I fucked up on the shootout. Or, yeah, whatever. Yeah, it was a shootout right here. Apparently, they did it when I put him in, it was a duplicate for some fucking reason. But they said the lines were good. See, right there, it said the lines were good. Now I'm going to go back and try to change it to someone else. See, now I'm good. For now. For a game or two. And now I'm drinking the Celsius Peach. This one's really good. My girlfriend does not like it. She doesn't like anything peach flavor. Unless it's real peach. Damn, that's good. It's nice and, see, it's got a lot of flavor to this. Really good. It's got no fructose, corn syrup, aspartame. It does not have any of that. No preservatives. No artificial colors or flavors. Oh man, it's so good. And yes, I did eat. Obviously, I don't need to lose weight, which I kind of been gaining a lot of weight here ever since my surgery. About 2 years. Used to always be in the 150s, now I'm in the 170s, making me really slow. And then having a kid, get that dad bod. Don't like it. Here we go, Roy. And then I also play hockey. And you'd think I wouldn't gain any weight, but unfortunately, no. I've been eating a lot more, and just for some reason, the fat is not burning as much as I want. But this is helping a lot, helping me keep at a good pace, so I don't get overweight. Alright. But they actually said my weight is actually normal for my age and my height. Alright. Who are we talking to? Pam. Oh yeah. I only put her in like 1 or 2 lines. It just keeps going on from here. It just... I can't fucking simulate one game without these players bitching. And that's why no team, no player wants to play for me. Even though our team was #1, great fucking team, they still didn't want to play. They'd rather sit in free agency for the rest of their lives than play for my team. Which is stupid, is that you'll get paid because all my all-stars get paid really low for a reason. So if I did have to pick someone up, if somebody did retire, they would, it would be alright. And it just keeps going on and on and on. And the video is about to end here soon. I'll talk to you guys later on the second one. Later. Be cleared to play, and 2,